So why do wedding vendors always want to schedule a consultation with you before they let you book? I'm Brian Smith, owner of EventSmith Boston, DJ, event host, and educator, and we're going to talk a little bit about those wedding consultations before you book your vendors. So a wedding consultation is an opportunity for you to interview your DJ or other wedding vendor. A good wedding vendor is also going to use it as an opportunity to interview you to see if you are a good fit for them. They got those 5-star reviews for a reason. They may ask you just as many questions, if not more, to learn about you and your wedding as you may ask them. This isn't them just trying to sell you, okay? Most vendors are small business owners and they work hard to build their business and to build a good reputation. And they don't want to work with people that they cannot deliver for. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Not every wedding DJ is going to be the right wedding DJ for you. And not every client is going to be the right fit for me or another wedding DJ. So what should you look for? Organization. How do they run their business? How do they run their business leading up to talking to you? The emails before the meeting. Talking to you during the meeting. Do they know what they're talking about? Do they know how to approach the meeting? What about after the meeting? Do they tell you about their planning process? These are important things, and it gives a lot of insight as to what it's going to be like to work with that prospective vendor. They should also be able to answer questions and provide you guidance. Not say, oh, well, if you book with me, I can help you out with that. But if you have a question about planning a wedding, your vendor should just answer it for you. And if they don't, they're not a good fit for anyone. They should be willing to listen and not to just sell to you. And yes, at the end of the day, a wedding consultation is technically a sales meeting. But if they can listen to you and figure out whether or not they're a good fit for you and you're a good fit for them, it's gonna make everything go smoother and it's gonna feel a hell of a lot less salesy, because I know I don't like being sold to. Trust me, I get like 15 calls a day from people trying to sell me things, both for my business and in my personal life. I get it. You also wanna make sure that your vendor is also not gonna try to sell you anything that you don't need or doesn't make sense. You should also be speaking with or be given the opportunity to speak with the person who will actually be working for you. Dirty little secret in the DJ world. A lot of the times you may talk to someone who isn't actually the DJ for your wedding, and even worse, sometimes they don't know who the DJ for your wedding is going to be because they subcontract it out and try to find someone at the last minute. Make sure you have the opportunity to actually talk to the person who is going to DJ your wedding, or photograph your wedding, or be the videographer at your wedding, or especially be the officiant at your wedding. Make sure you're talking to the right people. How to move forward. If you are a good match, they should be ready and able to send you a contract right away. If you don't think that they're a good match for you, don't be afraid to let them know. It's okay, and it helps them out because they can clear the date and look for another booking for that date. But some things to think about when you're moving forward. It is 2022. Moving forward should be easy and relatively pain-free. Beware if your vendor can't offer you an e-sign contract. What do I mean by an e-sign contract? They literally email you a contract. You can sign it online. There's so many things that you've done that you've signed online these days. If you have to print something out and send it to them, or print something out and scan it, that is a big red flag for any vendor in any industry in 2022. The next big red flag is if they don't accept a credit card, if they're going to make you write a check. Again, it's 2022. We've been able to accept credit cards on the internet for 25 years. And further, and this is one of my biggest pet peeves as a consumer, is if they're going to charge you a service fee because you chose to use a credit card. Someone charges you a service fee, be a little suspect. I hope you're a good match with them. Moving after the contracts and making your payments, hopefully they're going to explain to you the process leading up to your wedding. You should hear from your vendor more than once before the wedding. Seriously, you should hear from your vendor more than once before the wedding. You shouldn't just be hearing from them the week before. Ask your vendor if you're going to have planning sessions and how many. Some things you don't need them, but honestly, most things you do. At EventSmith Boston, we do at least 2 creativity sessions. So I hope that this is helpful to you as you are searching for a wedding vendor. Whether it be a wedding DJ, photographer, videographer, officiant, anyone. I really, really hope this helps you out. I've got some more resources on the EventSmith Boston website specifically tied to finding DJs, but a lot of stuff ties over to finding any other kind of wedding vendor. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're still looking for a wedding DJ in the Boston area, New England area, and really anywhere that I can get to on a plane, I'd love to talk to you. Shoot me an email, brian@eventsmithboston.com, or head to eventsmithboston.com. We're on the internet, Instagram, YouTube. Well, you're probably watching this on YouTube. Well, you might be watching this on Instagram too. Hit us up. Thanks a lot.